Welcome to Gaming Top Down. Today we're going to be looking at and unboxing Ancient Knowledge from Yellow Games. This game was designed by Remy Mateu and plays 2 to 4 players in about 30 minutes per player. This is a card game where you are shifting your cards from right to left down this track, and eventually they will fall off of the track, and you have to gather as much of the knowledge off of them as you can before that happens, or else you will lose points. It was very well loved, I think, last year, so I've been very excited to try this one out. So without any more chat, let's open it up and see what it looks like inside the box. Okay, kind of an odd-shaped box, to be honest, but first up is the rule book. You are the ancient builders of this world, the last survivors of the civilization before ours. You are now the holders of this multi-millennial knowledge. Leave your mark on history through stone and traditions and protect this ancient knowledge. All right, contents, overview and goal, game elements and setup, action phase, more action phase, more timeline phase, and decline phase. Then end of the game, and some clarifications for icons, credits, and golden rules on the back. Yeah, looks solid. After that, we've got a couple punch boards. It's like just 2 of them, actually. Oh, it has an insert. I was not expecting that. These are those knowledge tokens. This is the retail version, so they're punch board, but it's pretty thick punch board. It looks like 3 millimeters, if I'm not mistaken. And it's very well printed on. They feel nice. So excited about that. And then there is these 3 punch outs as well. These are, I think, called technology tiles. And they have like level 1 and 2. I think they're the other level on the other side, yeah. And so you'll be flipping them at certain points, and they will have these smaller cards on them that you can draft at certain points of the game. Okay, then we have 4 player boards. So let's move the box out of the way for a second and look at those. They are actually a pretty big bifold board. They sit really flat, which is nice. And you can hold 5 of these artifact cards. You'll put cards up here, like I mentioned. And when they fall off to the end, you want to have as much of that knowledge removed from them, or else it will go here into this white box, and those will be negative points at the end of the game. And those technology cards will be little cards that you can put over here in these 3 rows. Anyways, it looks like there is stuff on the back, but it's just artwork. There is purple, and the artwork is different on the board. So let's look at those. Here is the blue board. And the green one. Cool artwork. I think the game is a little bit themeless with it's mostly a card game, but I like the art. And I think the mechanism of pulling the knowledge off of the cards before they fall off the track is a cool one. So, all right, back in the box. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 packs of cards, and the scoring pad. It's probably 30 of those on there, but they are double-sided, and I'll just use a scoring app anyways. So, all right, I guess the meat and potatoes here are the cards. Let's look at the smaller ones first. We've got 1, 2 of those. So first up, we have the Era 1 cards. And again, I don't know all of the rules to this game, so I don't know exactly what they do, but they are different people. They give you different abilities right when you play them, it looks like. And something here in the top right that also seems important. I'll just flip through those pretty quickly. It looks like they are all a sculpture image of some famous person in history. Oh, I guess not quite. That's these blue ones. Then these, what is that, like a rustic brown or something, are different kinds of writing, manuscripts and alphabets. These yellow ones are planetary grids. Or excuse me, they are, that's just the name of the first one. Like a relic or something. Planetary grid, the number pi, mummification, mystery school, language of the birds, flower of life, Saturn square, earthquake engineering, and astronomy. Interesting. Okay, and then the level 2 ones. It's like, again, they have those 3 different categories of cards. Imhotep, Plato, Thoth. That's the image of the first player marker, I think. Pythagoras, Chinese alphabet, hieroglyphs, royal cubit astrology, alchemy, Hermeticism. All right, there are those ones. Then there are 2 big stacks of cards that looks like there's a few player aids, and then most of them will probably have this back and be in one giant deck. All right, first one. Yeah, like I mentioned, these are all the same back. They're a nice feeling card. They're not linen finished, but they feel like a nice quality though, a bit glossy. I like the art on the back again. Okay, and I'm not going to know much about these, but this is how much knowledge goes on them. And I think that's a symbol for points. And then the number up here is the slot they are set in when you play them. And then these symbols up top must be different types of cards. There's a bunch of them here, so I'm just going to flip through these really quickly so you can get an idea of what the decks look like. Oh, and these are those purple, I can't remember what they're called, artifacts maybe? They give you some kind of special ability. So as you put those on the 5 spots on your player board, your abilities become a little bit different than the other players that you are playing with. Again, just really cool artwork on this game. While we're flipping, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you don't mind. You can see the rest of my unboxings, reviews, playthroughs. I do a weekly podcast with my brother all about the games we're playing and a monthly giveaway. So lots here on the channel. Really appreciate you being here and watching. Okay, that's the first stack of cards there. And the second one, we do have a few, 4 player aid cards, and then looks like the rest of these are just a continuation of that huge deck. So player aid here, how the phases work, and how the actions work, which you will do in phase A of your turn. So there's 4 of those. And then another big stack of cards here. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you've played this game. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. It's brand new to me. Whoops, I've never played. I know there is an expansion coming out soon. I think it is just more of these smaller cards, if I'm not mistaken, but maybe there is something else that I'm missing. And while the box is kind of big and an odd size, it does look like, well, I guess let's double check. It looks like, yeah, there's plenty of space in there for sleeved cards, if that's your thing. I do like sleeving card games where the cards are going to be shuffled a lot, or if the cards are going to be in players' hands a lot. So I will probably end up sleeving this one. It's always a tricky thing. Do I sleeve a game before I know if I like it? Probably not the most economical decision, but I have an inkling that this is going to be one I do enjoy. So, all right, here we are at the end of the cards. All right, well, that is everything that is in the box when you open up Ancient Knowledge. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out the rest of the content I have here on the channel. I already mentioned this, but I do a weekly podcast about the games I'm playing, together with my brother, a monthly giveaway, and other unboxings, reviews, and playthroughs here on the channel. So please check those out, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.